You're listening to The Luxury Item, the podcast on the business of luxury and the people and companies that are shaping the future of the luxury industry. Here's your host, Scott Kerr.
Bugatti is the luxury car company that even non-car people have heard of. That's what happens when you've built the world's fastest, most expensive cars for the best part of 2 decades. Car people, on the other hand, will know that Bugatti stretches back 115 years, though. Founded in 1909 in Molsheim, France, by Ettore Bugatti, Bugatti Automobile's resurrection is one of the 21st century's most notable automotive stories. Bugatti was a pre-war marque that mastered luxury design and motorsport, the creator of Grand Prix winners, and arguably the most lavish motor car ever made. Every car crafted since the company was founded is desired by collectors and praised for its comfort, drivability, design, technology, and reliability. The Volkswagen Group bought the rights to the Bugatti name in 1998 and returned it to its glory. Today, Bugatti is now controlled by Croatian EV powerhouse Rimac as a result of a deal with VW and Porsche. My guest on the luxury item today is Hendrik Malinowski, Managing Director for Bugatti Automobiles. For the last decade, Hendrik held various leadership roles at Bugatti and has evolved the brand from a celebrated hypersports car manufacturer to a luxury brand with a wider reach. His tenure at Bugatti has been punctuated by significant milestones, including unveiling a new corporate identity and moving the brand forward with major technological strides. Prior to Bugatti, Hendrik held senior sales and marketing positions in the luxury hospitality industry at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company, LLC. Welcome to the luxury item, Hendrik.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Scott.
Ettore Bugatti, who created the company bearing his name at the turn of the 20th century, is one of the most influential car brand founders in automotive history, and the manufacturer has a long, eventful history. Can you share with listeners who may be familiar with the Bugatti brand name and its hypercar status, but might not know about the manufacturer's beginnings and how it became an automotive force?
Thank you for giving us the chance to reflect over 100 years of Bugatti history together, where we all marvel and appreciate not only the vintage Bugatti models, but the modern creations that are dominating and opened up in the end the hypercar segment with the introduction of the Bugatti Veyron in 2005. Everything we do is inspired by the creations of Ettore Bugatti and of those of his son Jean. And certainly our mission as we follow the patron's vision is to create cars that endure with the same magic as Ettore's creations do today. And especially with the Bugatti Tourbillon that we recently launched this year. Elegant design, timeless engineering, beautiful craftsmanship, incomparable. The Bugatti brand story starts in Italy, where Ettore Bugatti, the company founder, was born as a son of Carlo Bugatti, an Italian opulent furniture designer and artist, and came to France after he was discovered by a clever businessman from the Alsace region of France, Baron de Dietrich, to start up a business in automotive, which was just the beginning, 1899, and with some capital of his father, then was able to create his own company in 1909. This was the time when the incredible products and vehicles were created, like the Type 35, still today the most successful racing car of all times, the Type 46 Royale, this incredible limousine that was made for royalty, and the Type 57 SC Atlantique that is considered the most beautiful car on earth. After 8,000 vehicles and the production of an incredible amount of styles and derivatives, concepts that also went into the direction of planes, boats, trains, the company story ended with his death, 1947, and then with the closure of the Bugatti company as it was known until this date in the year of 1955. The company history then and the brand only survived in the heads and hearts of the Bugatti enthusiasts, the clubs, the owners, that carried the message until 1987, so over 30 years, until Romano Artioli revived the brand Bugatti in Campo Gaiano in the north of Italy. The EB110, an amazing car already, today's definition of a hypercar with a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, V12 engine, four-wheel drive, but also in difficult times, went bankrupt at the end of the 80s. The visionary Ferdinand Karl Piëch then had the idea to revive the brand with a car that the world had never seen. The Bugatti Veyron was born at that time. And the book of demands was quite incredible. And it reads like this. It was, we built a car with 1,000 horsepower, 16-cylinder engine, 0 to 60 miles per hour below 3 seconds. And it should be as comfortable and luxurious to drive to the opera in style and grace, and at the same time, be capable to hit the track and drive 400 kilometers per hour fast. An incredible endeavor that was succeeded. The Veyron was then sold and produced in 450 units. Before we made the best even better with the Bugatti Chiron, the 500 units that were sold from 2016 onwards, and was an incredible success and continuation in the core of our values, art, form, and technique. Different derivatives, Chiron Sport and Pure Sport and Super Sport, with the world records of high-speed driving, 304.7 miles per hour driven in 2019 with the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport, until we also, went a bit higher in the pyramid of automotive, as we presented models like the homage to the EB110, the Centodeci with 10 units at the price point of 8 million, but certainly also the La Voiture Noire, that was an homage to the lost Type 57 SC Atlantique, the personal car of Jean Bugatti. Now we open a new era. With Marque Rimac at the helm, we are introducing the Bugatti Tourbillon, a new concept with a naturally aspirated, again, new development of a V16, underlining the analog fashion with an all-analog interior, but certainly also saying yes to progress with an electric drivetrain, 3 electric motors with 800 horsepower, which give the system 1,800 horsepower in total. We launched the car on the 20th of June, 250 units, and unfortunately for you guys, all 250 units are allocated, and the car is herewith sold out.
Speaking of sold out, the global rebound from the coronavirus pandemic revved up luxury car makers' sales to never-before-seen heights, and Bugatti was no exception. 2022 was a record year for Bugatti, delivering the greatest number of automobiles in a 12-month period. How many hypersports cars were built and delivered that year, and has that momentum carried?
I would really say, Scott, that since not only the coronavirus or pandemic, but the story continued very successfully over the years, and these years have been equally successful in sales and revenue. We introduced highlights like the Bugatti Chiron Supersport,
Right.
still considered the fastest car on the planet with over 304 miles per hour. Then the Bolide was introduced, the first racing car in the modern history of Bugatti, still with the heart of the W16, and of course also the let's say spirited successor to the Type 35 back then. And what we then felt was an incredible demand going forward, as we then formed the joint company back in 2021, and had the idea to build an open top car on the W16, which was the Mistral, which we launched in 2022, in this exact year that you just mentioned. And then we just continued this exceptional journey with the Mistral, these 99 units at the price point of 5 million euro net.
Yeah.
That was sold out in 6 weeks. So there are, let's say, no top selling models. I would say our models always sell out.
Yeah. So the momentum's been carrying right through next year.
Exactly.
And North America is Bugatti's biggest market, primarily driven by the United States, followed by Europe. And I'm sure Asia Pacific region is a growing one as well for the brand. There are still a lot of regional differences of desires and tastes in vehicles, especially when you get into the ultra luxury and hypercar classes. Do you see Bugatti think about those differences and take a more regional approach when it courts customers?
I would say that the US and North America has since the beginning been, let's say, one of the most successful regions. USA alone certainly is our biggest single market. Europe as a region is fairly bigger, with close to 50% of our volume. And of course, there is different approaches, locally, regionally, in different markets, as we know our customers in and out. And I would say that this is a particularly unique approach for Bugatti. Since years, we work on a direct sales model, and with this are contractually binding the customers to the brand in a way that we know those highly influential people in and out, I would say. And this is why we are also able to cater to them very individually. As you can imagine, that every car is and every product is a very unique masterpiece. And as Ettore would have said, and that this is still our core value, if comparable, it no longer is Bugatti. This approach now, I would say, in the modern times, where we now delivered around 1,000 cars in the modern history of the brand, catering to 800 customers only, that this is a very dedicated one, and we have the possibility to really be specific to the preferences of those, and create an experience alongside the product that is truly exceptional, family-like, and with all our, let's say, touch points, not only here in Mosheim, where 80% of our customers come to see the factory, to familiarize themselves with the history, with the design, with the technique of our vehicles, but also with regards to our presences in the markets themselves, where we are able to really get close and engage with our customer base adequately.
Yeah, and you were saying, 1,000 units, and Bugatti really plays a unique role in the automotive world. What are the metrics you look at, especially when you're selling cars that start at seven figures?
Yeah, I would say there that Bugatti is again not comparable, and that we are unique in niche markets. Every car is a piece of art, and we feel that being a luxury company certainly is not only about delivering unique products and tailoring them to and individualize them to the preferences of their customers, but also create high-end experiences through this personal customer approach that are not only memorable but one of a kind, and last forever. This, I have to say, also is something that our customers are looking for. Motives for buying our vehicles are different. Of course, you would look into buying the best of the best in every sense, be it in performance or in exclusivity and comfort, materiality, and such. But you would also take into consideration that motives for buying our cars is also gifting, is community, is sharing moments with other owners and customers, and therefore I feel that it is a 360-degree experience that goes around the product, of course, as Ettore Bugatti already did in the past. So there we have to say that this is something that we also took on, as a challenge for us to really live up to these experiences that were created back then.
And no question that owning a celestial priced supercar or hypercar is a symbol of wealth. Ultra high net worth individuals also have many options of extremely expensive luxury cars to choose from, whether it's a Maybach, Rolls-Royce, Bentley, etc. And you've spoken, I'm sure, to a lot of Bugatti and competitors' customers. What type of ultra wealthy individuals are into extreme performance supercars?
I mean, there are a couple of great car brands that create magnificent hypercars, and we appreciate them a lot. For us, as I mentioned, being incomparable doesn't necessarily say that we are without competition, but being incomparable also means that we are competing often with buying decisions that are not, the competition between, Bugatti or the customer buying the next Ferrari hypercar or so. But it is more that we are in competition with other, let's say, products, investment decisions, perhaps on real estate, on artworks. 50% of our customers are active art collectors. We see competitive moments in yachting, in airplanes, and helicopters. So this is, I think, the environment we are in, and where we see our customers, and also, have to take into consideration that these are collectibles, and that these are well curated collections that our customers build, and where a Bugatti definitely has to be part of.
But what makes them choose Bugatti?
I would say, first of all, yes, they are car enthusiasts. No, first of all, I think the desire is there to own a vehicle, a technical marvel that is, state of the art and the forefront of any technological level. On the other side, we see that our cars, and I again go back to also the experience that is going along by creating in a joint process, a piece of art where our customers, express themselves in different ways. And I feel that Bugatti through the USPs that I outlined, going back to the history, first of all, being anchored in art, in racing, but also in design, in the form of the beauty of the design, I think makes strong USPs that our customers might enable them to take a decision over other products. And one important factor, as I pointed out, a vehicle with a 7-digit number and much over that from time to time is always an investment decision. And
Right.
history has proven, not only in the past, like pre-war or later, also with EB110, the Italian Intermezzo, we also have to mention here, where values of these cars are also increasing. But then also the modern history showed that these investments are well underway and show a great outcome. So I feel that this also plays a role.
What ways does Bugatti get closer to its customers, both at a physical and digital touch points, to keep them really engaged with the brand and create opportunities for your dealers?
First of all, I hope you understand that I would not disclose details on our customers.
Yes, company secrets, no company secrets.
As this is certainly our not biggest asset, but privacy is one of our most important points here. But what I can say is that due to this direct relationship we have to our customers, the number of customers that is fairly overseeable, we have the chance to really be very close to them and create a bonding and engagement that is very personal, first of all, and helps facilitating the entire process. Or this is shown also by the loyalty of our customers over the years. Multi-owners, right? We have customers that go beyond 10 cars in their possession, which I think is a great sign. Knowing our customers in and out, I would say that we see different characteristics there. Entrepreneurs that come from various industries, to car collectors. We are creating an engagement level that is very unique, I would say, and enables those who look for something unique on an experience level reach something with Bugatti that is close to a family feeling. We conduct activities like our Grand Tours, where we go to Morocco, where we go to participate in the Las Vegas Grand Prix this year. And it's more a family asset approach than something like a club or so. It's a strong bond helps us certainly in creating money can't buy experiences. So when customers come, we know exactly what they are up to, and this is what they appreciate a lot, and this is luxury for them.
Many auto enthusiasts were caught off guard when Croatian electric supercar startup Rimac, founded by Matej Rimac, took control over Bugatti in 2021, setting off a frenzy among customers that Bugatti's massive 8.0-liter engine would be immediately swapped with an electric powertrain. After all, owning a vehicle with a large, powerful engine has long been a status symbol for drivers. After that announcement, did you see a surge of customers looking to buy up the remaining gas engine vehicles with the expectation that Bugatti would cease production of its storied W16 engine and go electric?
Not at all. Under the leadership of Matej Rimac, and this is when we founded the joint company in 2021, the first car that we developed was the W16 Mistral to celebrate the ultimate W16 experience in an open version. This was truly a tremendous success. The car that was presented in 2022, the 99 units sold out immediately after 6 weeks. And now, having launched the Bugatti Tourbillon in June, where we demonstrated that we will continue with a naturally aspirated V16 in this sense, with over 1,000 horsepower and 3 electric motors. We combined even the power output to 1,800 horsepower. So I would say that this led to amazing success. Yes, to sell out W16 Mistral, but also seeing what we were able to achieve with the Tourbillon now, 250 units being sold in a quite similar time. It's just phenomenal, and shows the desire to the brand, shows that our products, our current and then also looking into the future products, are exactly nailing it and are hitting the desire of our customers and future prospects. As 50%, speaking about the Tourbillon, of our customers now are new to the brand.
And unlike the Veyron and the Chiron, the Tourbillon is not named after a Bugatti racing driver on the count that no longer is housing the W16 engine. Rather, the new car's name Tourbillon comes from the world of watchmaking. The name Tourbillon references the most elaborate mechanism in watchmaking. How does the watchmaking's Tourbillon theme tie in with the new vehicle?
For us, it was important to really create something incomparable again, and against the trend of digitalization, we looked into a more analog fashion. Yes, first of all, keeping the emotionality of a high revving engine with the V16, compared and combined with the electric powertrain, but the interior showing a very artistic way of the car interior that is one of a kind. With the 250 units of the Tourbillon being sold out in quite a little amount of time, at the price point of $4.6 million, the Tourbillon itself, with its craftsmanship and incomparable and timeless design, was something that the customers really were looking for. All the production slots are sold, and this is why we really see the success of this vehicle.
So is there an exclusively electric Bugatti in the cards?
Not for now. Not for now. But certainly what we envision is that, as all the 250 units of the Tourbillon are sold, of course, looking into the future of our product strategy, but at the moment, we would close out that there is a full electric Bugatti in the near future.
And when you fire up a Bugatti vehicle, you get that feeling of being connected to the car immediately, triggering this intense emotion. Where and how does Bugatti stay relevant with hybrid and possibly EVs, yet hold on to that romanticism of the brand's storied past?
With the Tourbillon, you truly feel that the approach is unique, not yet comparable. The interior very special, being analog, and for us, a major achievement was that we even look under the skin, and even the things that you don't see are designed to perfection. A masterpiece, like a luxury analog watch, where you also, have all the complication, therefore the tourbillon inside that are not visible. Every Bugatti today and in the future has to fulfill the brand's promise and DNA of being incomparable.
Bugatti has been revealing images of the last road-going model that will be using the legendary 8-liter W16 engine known as the Mistral. It's an open-top roadster, has been designed to be able to achieve a top speed of this neck-snapping, I think 420 kilometers an hour, all while meeting safety and crash regulations despite being a car without a roof. Only, I think, 99 are going to be made, and it costs, I think, starts at about $5 million. And unsurprisingly, the Mistral is already sold out 2 years before the vehicle is expected to be delivered. I've seen the images, and it's nothing short of stunning. As we approach the end of the mighty W16 engine, is this car designed to be its ultimate send-off?
So timeline for deliveries of the Mistral is to start in 2025. So first prototypes are running, and this again a promise to our customers 2 years after being sold. Now the cars are going into their final testing and production in Mosheim. Timeline foresees that all the 99 vehicles will be built until end of next year, beginning of 26. And there is even higher demand, I can tell you. There is incredible request from customers where we could even create another timeless model. So we celebrate the Veyron's 20 years next year, and this is why we haven't decided on this yet.
In recent years, there has been a growing trend of car makers partnering with developers to create luxury car brand residences. Aston Martin, Porsche, Bentley have debuted buildings. Last year, Bugatti presented the designs of its first ever residential tower and set to be developed in Dubai. Aside from a series of pools on almost every balcony, the coolest feature is the garage to penthouse car lift that allows residences to drive right up to their floor. I'm assuming the building is licensed by Bugatti to the developer. What is Bugatti brand lifestyle's approach to selecting an ideal partner for its projects?
When talking about Ettore Bugatti earlier and about his ideas and visions of creating a 360-degree approach for his customers back then, creating their own accessories, hosting gentlemen drivers in Michelin starred VIP tents across the Grand Prix of France in 1926. We are today evolving in the same way and select our partners carefully to fulfill our brand's DNA and match them with our brand values. There is a dedicated team in Bugatti International that is the driving force behind these products and experiences. And from Hadley Studios, where we build cars that are the scaled down version of a Type 35 to a carbon champagne, and certainly also to our licensed partner Tidal with an outstanding one-of-a-kind speaker system. We have the Bugatti residence by Bugatti in Dubai that you just mentioned.
Hendrik, my final question is the luxury item question, which I ask all my guests. So if you were stranded on a deserted island and you could only have one single luxury item with you, what would that luxury item be? It can't be any form of air or water transportation to get you off that island, or a amphibious Bugatti to get you off that island, or anything that requires mobile service so you can call somebody and get you off that island. What would that one single luxury item you would like to have with you on this deserted island?
So this is an easy answer from my end. It's my mechanical watch. It's a watch that my father gave me, and I cherished it for so many years. And recently bought an update of this one, and this is an item that I truly have a very close connection with, and I would not leave it anywhere, and certainly would also take this to this island.
Hendrik Malinowski, Managing Director for Bugatti Automobiles, thank you so much for joining me on The Luxury Item.
Thank you very much, Scott.
That's it for this episode of the Luxury Item Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this useful and entertaining, I would be really grateful if you can share it with a friend or colleague. I would love it if you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And while you're there, be sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. It really helps other listeners find us. The Luxury Item Podcast is a production of Silvertone Consulting. I'm your host, Scott Kerr. Until next time.